NEAR AI. What did you ship this week?
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. My name is Cameron Dennis. This is, I believe, the fourth or fifth What Did You Ship This Week? This is pretty much a community-wide, near AI focused, really stand-up, engineering stand-up for a lot of the builders that are kind of working on a bunch of really cool stuff. I also realized that I never really give my update. So at the end, I will be giving a bit of an update on what I've been focused on. But without further ado, we have an amazing agenda today. I'm just going to share my screen real quick. And for those who will be sharing screens, please only share the window of a screen and not the entire screen. Actually, turns out, here we go, present. Just going to walk through the short agenda that we have. It's only today, we only have about five presenters talking about a bunch of different stuff. But give me 1 second. Great. So kicking it off, I'm actually going to walk through some of the things I've been working on, then pushing it back to Alex from the NEAR AI team to talk about AITP and MCP and some of the other stuff that he's been working on. Then Carrill from Datrix talk about agents building agents. Shashank from the Fraction team talking about some of the progress that they're making on their crowdsourced data labeling and sort of game that they have. And then passing it off to Slime, talk about InEar, InEar, and then Zahed from Jutsu to talk about the TypeScript SDK. But without further ado, this week has been much more of an event-focused week for me. Not as much about building anything really cool or exciting, but kicked off Monday with an amazing conference in San Francisco called the Open Source AI Summit. And that was with Erica Kang. She's actually the head honcha who made that happen. It was really awesome. We had speakers from Google DeepMind, other authors of Attention is All You Need. Over like 1,000 people came throughout the day. I just was sort of helping with the organization of everything. But most importantly, this weekend, I'm very excited about a hackathon that we're running called the Useful Agents Hackathon. I've been cooking this up for the last month or so. And we have really amazing bounty partners, over $20,000 of prizes. Coinbase is sponsoring. We have Nevermind. We have Silverstream. We have a bunch of people who are actually building useful agents or agent frameworks or getting together to really just get useful agents built. This has really nothing to do with crypto, I will say. It's more having to do with just building quality benchmarks and eval frameworks for agents, because right now we think that one of the biggest problems in agent land is people are building really cool stuff, but there's not always a great way to assess its success. So this weekend is all about assessing success of useful agents, and we'll be sharing more updates early next week. Other thing that is actually one of the cooler projects that I've been working on is a auditor agent for the NEAR AI Hub. This is an agent that will check for security considerations and compliance standards and everything else for other agents in the NEAR AI Hub. And I sort of see this as the first layer of discovery. And the whole point is so if you're connecting with an agent in the hub, it's not going to screw you over in any way, shape, or form. So this is a very important initiative. I've been working with a lot of top tier security firms to establish this framework and build this agent. So this is one thing that I'm tangibly working on. And then earlier this week on Monday, Alex Skidanov gave an amazing paper club. We do this about once a month in San Francisco. All of it is recorded, so you can go onto the NEAR protocol YouTube and learn more about S1 simple test time scaling. It's a really cool paper. Pretty amazing to see like more AI native people coming through NEAR AI these days. This is really kind of what we're building for. And this paper club is sort of a great way to kind of stay on top of the most cutting edge research. And we do share this. It's totally available for the public. So check out the recording. But without further ado, I'm going to move on to our next speaker. We have Alex Comaford from the NEAR AI team, and he will be walking you through what he's been working on. Alex, bring you to stage.
Right.
And before diving in, can you just quickly introduce yourself, what you shipped this week, what team you're working on, and maybe a short fun fact. You have about 10 minutes.
Sure. Okay, I'll start off. I'm Alex. I work in the NEAR AI team, and specifically subpart of that on payments, and specifically AITP, the protocol that we're developing for agents to communicate with each other, exchange products and services with each other, as well as payments. So what I'm going to be demoing for you is a bit of a side pet project that helps the NEAR ecosystem as a whole, and is sort of like a proof of concept of showing the power of MCP servers. So for those who don't know, MCP is an acronym for Model Context Protocol. This is a specification really that was released by Anthropic not too long ago, specifying a more or less a way to define APIs that, thank you for sharing that, more or less a way to define APIs that will work well with LLMs. So at NEAR AI, we believe very strongly in MCP, and it's very easy to get started with setting up an MCP server. So sort of as something that we wanted to develop is actually how can we make the NEAR blockchain also an MCP server, or specifically how can we make even the NEAR CLI command an MCP server, so LLMs can directly access the NEAR blockchain. So that's what I shipped last week, and I'm gonna show it to you now. So I'll share my screen. Can I take over? Let me share my whole screen. Hopefully everybody can see it. Okay, cool. Got the infinite loop of screen sharing. So if you head over to NEAR AI/NEAR MCP, this is a first draft of an implementation of an MCP server for interacting with the NEAR blockchain. It has a subset of all of the possible commands you can use with the NEAR CLI, but I'll demonstrate a few of them now, specifically using a system called Claude Code. So Anthropic also released a tool called Claude Code. I'll demonstrate for you now. It's a CLI tool that effectively allows you to talk with Claude, Anthropic's LLM, and it's sort of like a chat GPT, but in the terminal as a TUI, terminal user interface. And you can ask it anything. This is like a normal chat GPT window, but kind of the cool thing is Claude Code has the ability for you to augment it with MCP servers. You're effectively giving Claude additional tools to use. So if you want to add the NEAR MCP server, it's as simple as doing Claude MCP add. I'm going to do a little bit of an older version just for this demo, 0.0.11, but you should be using latest. So this is simple in this one command. We use npx, which allows you to run an arbitrary package from npm. It's all written in TypeScript. And just like that, you've added the NEAR capability to Claude in your current session. So if I type in Claude now, it will install this command. We can see we have an MCP server available, NEAR MCP, and we can ask it questions just about accounts, and we can even send transactions and do things. So if I say, I'll use an example of one of my throwaway accounts. Tell me about the account paperprompt.near. And what Claude Code will do is it'll recognize that I want to be able to execute this tool in NEAR MCP. So it'll get me a little bit of an account summary of this account, and it uses the original SDK. And look, it tells me a little bit of information. Now currently, if I say list my accounts I have locally, let's say, it should say, list all of my local accounts. And we can see we have none. So in our current key store. So we can import one. So I have this file locally. Can you import my account paperprompt.near from my directory? I think it's called side accounts. And Claude will probably launch it a few different tools. But we can see here it found the file right away to import this. So okay, we've imported our accounts. So now if I ask again, list my accounts I have locally, we say, yes, we want to proceed. We see we have access to this account. And now that we have this account, we can do things like send transactions and do much more. I'm not going to demo that because that'll take a little bit of time. But I'll give one example. Like one tool that I added in here is, can you sign the data? Hey there, NEAR, or I say NEAR people, and I'll say sign this piece of data with the paper prompt public key. Sorry, not public key, the paper prompt key, let's say. And this is an example of one tool. And this is it'll call the sign data tool. And behind the scenes, it'll give us this signature, and that we can pass around. And there's obviously more tools. Check out the README on GitHub. It's github.com nearai/NEAR MCP. And yeah, integrate NEAR protocol as an MCP server in your LLM right now. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Quick question: where is the best place for people to actually learn more about AITP and actually connecting it?
Sure. So the best way to learn about AITP is to head to aitp.dev. You can include that in links or follow-ups. That is the best place to learn more about latest developments, and also check out the NEAR AI repo.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you for coming on. And also, where's the best place for people to learn more about you?
Sure. If you want to learn more about me, you can always just email me. My email is alex.comerford@nearai.com. So yeah, come out, reach out to me. If you have questions about MCP server, I'm happy to follow up.
Amazing. Well, thanks for hopping on. Carrill, you are up next. Bringing you on.
Hello.
Welcome. So real quick, before you hop into the demo, quick introduction about yourself, exactly what Datrix is, and what you shipped last week.
Yeah, thank you. So my name is Carrill. I work for Datrix. I'm CTO at Datrix. What Datrix does is we create a no-code platform to create different AI agents. Our initial idea was to create a no-code platform to create AI agents in analytics, which we are successfully doing. But for NEAR, we are working on the father agent. It is the agent builder, the agent that can build other agents. Just ask him, I want to build the agent that will use CoinMarketCap API, and agent builder will do this for you. So if you heard about Replit, for example, it is something similar. So it can generate code of the agent, can implement some additional features. If you ask, it can save some API keys for you, and it can deploy this agent to NEAR Hub. So I'm gonna share my screen just quickly. So it is on the NEAR Hub. You can find agents builder. In fact, here this agent, there is some description of how it works, and you can ask to build something for you. So, for example, just in the morning, I will not demo it live because it will take some time. But in the morning, just tried it. So, hey, can you create a CoinMarketCap agent for me? So that, sure. Agent name CoinMarketCap. Here's the description. It is a technical plan. What features will be implemented? I can agree, or I can provide some feedback to that plan. If I agree, it will generate the code here of the agent, and it will deploy this agent to the NEAR Hub under your account. In case if the agent uses some environment variables or some API keys, it will provide you the information on how to obtain this key and how to provide it. And here you can just click on the deployed agent. Yeah, here will be the source code of the agent. and you can just use it. So it's what I've shipped last week. What we are working on this week is we want to support like more features to make these agents more functional, more capable. So we changed the code base. We are like migrating to the long chain, so it will be like support better dialog flow. It will communicate with you. It will support CDP, hopefully next week, and it will like it can generate agent that will through the CDP they can communicate with different blockchains. So that will open you a lot of abilities, so that without code you can generate agents. So the goal is to generate 1,000 agents in a couple of weeks. And we also want to ship the monetization so that your agents can earn money.
Yeah, a couple questions. So one, what model are you guys using for the actual like code gen piece?
Yeah, it is DeepSeek.
Okay, got it. And this is all made available through the NEAR AI Hub, or are you running your own?
No, it's available through the NEAR AI Hub. So it's pretty good. So we started from Qwen, but it generates some random Thai symbols. DeepSeek, pretty good.
Cool. And then what kind of agents would you want people to actually build using your agent builder?
Yeah. So the first one that we want to build is CoinMarketCap agent. And it will like just use the whole available CoinMarketCap API. Then probably what will be interested is there is a marketplace for different APIs called Rapid. There are like thousands and thousands of different APIs, for example, to get leads from LinkedIn, or to get information about some like from Google Maps, etc., etc. So you just can provide which API you want to use, and the further agent will be the agent for you. So for example, you can ask, okay, give me the agent that will recommend books for me or films for me, and use just IMDb API, and it will generate the agent for you. So it can be really cool.
Cool. Amazing, man. Is there anything else that you want to share with the community before passing it off to Shashank?
Yeah. So right now the like prototype of this agent available on the NEAR Hub, and you can try it. So in case, like, happy to hear any feedback on how it works, any bugs or any features requests that can help us to create this agent in the way that it will be really useful for community and really fun to use.
And it's the agent dash builder, correct?
Yeah, agent dash builder. Yeah.
Awesome.
And
cool.
You can write any feedback to kk@datrix.ai.
Awesome. Well, Carrill, thanks for hopping on. Really looking forward to continuously following this project. I think that this is kind of how we hit that like terminal velocity in terms of agent developers, because not everyone's going to want to build their agent from scratch, but they have good ideas. So thank you for coming on. Passing off to Shashank. Shashank, how you doing?
Hey man, how are you?
Doing great. Feeling much better. And yeah, apologies to everyone for missing last week. I was absolutely bedridden and terrible. So yeah, do you want to give a quick overview about who you are, about what Fraction AI is, and what you shipped this week?
Sure. I'm Shashank, founder and CEO of Fraction AI. It's a decentralized auto training platform for AI agents. Right now, there are probably thousands, if not millions, of agents out there, but all of them are pretty static, as in they run on the same underlying models. There could be 1,000 agents, but all of them underlying are just DeepSeek. So it doesn't really differentiate them. They're pretty static. They do not get better with time. And so we are solving that problem. It's a decentralized platform where you can create your agent without any code. You just need to give the instruction of what your agent should do. And then your agent competes with thousands of other agents on the platform and becomes better over time. So it's like a training platform for your agents. And during this process, you can also earn, because it's your data that is being used to train better AI models. So yeah, this week has been pretty busy for us. We launched our version 0.2 of our testnet. It's been 8 weeks so far, and we have gotten pretty good feedback from our users. Let me just share my screen. Screen. Okay. Yeah. So this is the new platform. Earlier, it used to work, but didn't used to look as good. Now we have polished it out. So your agents become better in something called spaces. Each space could be about a certain theme. So it could be about rap battles. It could be about having memorable conversations. It could be about playing strategy games, which are very good for reasoning. It could be about writing emails, job listings, tweets, whatever. Any sort of specialization, we create a space here, and then your agent competes in those spaces. And just this week, we hit 14.6 million sessions. And that's a lot. That's a lot of API calls to the underlying models. We are probably like top 5 in the world in one of the platforms for the number of API calls. So thanks a lot for that. As you can see, we have like this is the active number of players, 266,000. Overall, I think we have around 300,000 players. So really good feedback. The Burning Colosseum is the new space that we launched this week. It's like a strategy game where let me show you how it works. So you can create your agent here by giving it an avatar, writing a name, let's call it Baker, and just write an instruction how this agent should act in that space. No need for any code, no need for setting anything up. Just give your instructions, give what you think a good strategy would be for competing in that space. And then your agent will get into that space, compete against thousands of other agents, and will become better over time. And this is a well-needed development, because right now we are dependent on like 4 or 5 centralized research labs to come up with better models. Through our platform, you will own your own agent that becomes better over time. So yeah, you can go to fractionai.xyz/dApp and get started on the platform. We are on testnet right now, and you'll have a company of 300,000 other users.
Yeah. What kind of spaces would you want people to run?
Honestly, I don't want to limit limit people's imagination. They can come up with pretty wild ideas, and we would be open to have those spaces on the platform. So it could be games, it could be education, it could be marketing, sales, anything people want to do, and want to create better agents for that, and want their agents to become better by competing against others. So yeah, no limits there.
Cool. Awesome. Is there any place that people should continue, I guess, like learning more about Fraction, more about you?
Yeah, sure. Just go to fractionai.xyz, join our Discord. Our mods are pretty cool. They'll answer all your questions. Or I try to be as active on Twitter as possible. So just ask me out there, and I'll be happy to reply. It's pretty easy. Yeah, you don't need to code. Just go to the platform, create agent, and compete with other users.
All right. Cool. Well, Shashank, thank you for joining.
Yeah,
bringing up Slime. Thank you for coming. Slime, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome,
so
welcome.
What I built this week is...
Wait, actually, real quick.
Oh.
A little bit more about InEar. I can't pronounce it very well. About InEar. Yes.
Yeah.
About yourself, and yeah, then dive into it.
InEar is a meme coin that was created last year, actually exactly 1 year ago. So we have an anniversary today, and that's why we wanted to launch something today. So now we don't have a meme
Happy
coin,
anniversary. It's super exciting.
Yeah, thanks. So we built a Telegram bot that has a lot of stuff on NEAR, and recently we integrated the NEAR AI agents so that you can use any agent from NEAR AI right in your Telegram bot. Let me share my screen. Here it is. So I can do /start agents, and there are also beta agents that are supported, but we're interested in your AI. It shows a bunch of agents, but what also today I have launched is a dating simulator. It's an agent that nobody wanted, but everybody deserved. So you can search by typing, click, and this is the first extension. An extension is what agent builders can optionally do. It is not supported by app.near.ai, but is supported in Telegram. We launched last week, and saw that not many people know how to use agents. So we added this extension to help them understand what they can do. For example, this agent has start a new game button. And I will show in a bit how developers can integrate this into their own agents. So this agent is thinking, and it's going to take a while. Maybe I'll show this what I done 20 minutes ago. So Professor Stork's nectar shade clicks mandibles approvingly, and this is basically the story. You can see the illustrations that it generates. It's a dating simulator with animals, with insects, because that's more funny. And I can respond with buttons. This is another extension. You can add the buttons under messages, so that you can, so that the agent can give people options to reply with. For example, I can say, "Wow, the setup is so detailed." By the way, this Chinese character, same as Carrill mentioned, we're using Quen, so it sometimes happens. And it's also thinking. It shows you sent. This is the button that I pressed. And it's typing. It shows that we have to wait a little. Here it is. It's also typing the next question. And it will randomly generate these illustrations once in a while. And so that's it for the agent itself. But I'm also gonna share a little on how to access the documentation of how to integrate this. You can check on docs.intier.tech, click the button AI, and it's not really hard. That's literally all. So yeah, these extensions don't break NEAR AI website. You can just add them to any chain, or sorry, to any agent, and it will continue to function as it was on NEAR AI, but just will be a little better but on Telegram. You're muted.
Yeah, I was saying that this is super cool. Like, what do you, I guess, want people to make with this? Do you have any sort of vision of how the community get more involved?
People can make anything they want, integrate it in any agent. But what I really like is improved UX to help people navigate the agents, help people help new users know what the agents can do. Because right now you see the input field and you don't know what it can do. You just ask what you can do if you know how to do it. But if not, you can say like a GM, and it discover what it can do in maybe 5 minutes. But now it will be pretty instantly. You already know by seeing buttons what it can do.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, people need that help sometimes. So that's really exciting, man. Is there anything else that you want to share with the community?
Oh, sorry, I forgot one more extension. It's the run status. I don't have a demo for it, but it's basically a way for the agent to say that the agent is running for long, and it can show the progress by steps. For example, when it fetches data, it can say a progress fetching data and like 50%, and it will be displayed to the user. You can check it on docs.intier.tech if you're a developer, if you want to improve your UX for the users. And there will be more extensions in the future. And I hope this can be integrated in NEAR AI as well at some point. Maybe in a different format, but I just like this better UX.
Yeah, totally. Especially with Telegram distribution would be nice too. So
Yeah.
this is great. Where can people stay up to date on everything else that you're pushing?
They can let me share in, where do I share it? We have a Telegram group.
Yeah, just drop it to me and we'll share it after.
Yeah, okay, I'll drop you. Oh, and also these agents can be added to a Telegram group where your group members can interact inside the group itself. So yeah.
That's great. Cool, man. Well, thanks for coming on. It was awesome to have you here. You're sort of this myth, but yet legend of the NEAR ecosystem. So good to see you on screen.
Yeah, thank you.
And awesome. Well, and last but not least for today, we have Zahed to talk more about what's been going on in Jutsu land. Zahed, welcome back.
Everyone. Is it same format, like introduction?
Same format. Yeah. How did you know?
Hey everyone, I'm Zahed, founder of Jutsu. So Jutsu is a AI agent platform, but we mainly focus on enterprise. And we are working with NEAR AI to kind of build NEAR TypeScript Agent SDK to build a better developer experience so that people can build agent easily. So this week, last week, we kind of created a proposal for how basically the framework will look like. So we created an RFP that I'm going to share. Maybe I start sharing my screen. So the first thing is this document. So it's basically a way for us to kind of break down the framework and into different smaller pieces, and then the most interesting part is at the end, the agent will look like a very simple, modern way of building an agent where you can specify a model, you can specify memory, tools, and then you can run your agent. So it should be that easy. And also, like you should be able to scaffold a TypeScript agent. Today, it's very difficult because you have to kind of clone the whole NEAR AI repository. But in the future, you don't need to do that. This is another. So this is another open source repo where you will probably get more idea about how we are thinking through the structure of our project. So we took the kind of the inspiration from the Python SDK, but we are building it more towards TypeScript developer, because Python and TypeScript developer are kind of different and they love different standard, different formats. So this is another place you can follow us, follow our work. The last another thing we did is we published a video on how to kind of getting started with TypeScript SDK, the current SDK. So just remember, we are working on the newer SDK and kind of gradually improve it. But if you want to start today or maybe tomorrow for the hackathon, so this video is kind of the best way to get started. So it has from how do you install NEAR AI, and then how do you create a TypeScript project, and how do you deploy it? So you get the whole idea, and I'll share that thing with you. The other thing, other than NEAR AI, like one of the other thing I was working for last probably a month. So it's a social media, LinkedIn social media manager agent. So the basic idea is I don't like to post every day, but if you know people in LinkedIn, like some people, they're like machine, they're kind of a publishing every day 2 or 3 posts, but I don't have time. So that's why we build Post. So Post is a kind of agent where you can come and you can specify a few things, and then it will generate a post. You can also generate image with those posts. So one of the recent posts will be this one that I published. So and then you can see the quality of the post also, like it's getting better. So people who, founders, especially busy people, builders who don't want to be a social media influencer and spend like 6 hours a day in social media, but still want to be consistent in social media, I think Post is a agent. You might get value. So just go to post.ai and kind of give it a try. So that's kind of what we did this week. A few other things we did last week was we presented NEAR SDK to the broader TypeScript community in SF, and we learned like the existing SDK have a lot of kind of friction. So that's kind of this week, next week, we are going to work on kind of improving the frictions. And I'm excited for the hackathon. So if you are in SF, definitely participate the hackathon, and I'll be there. So I'll be happy to kind of help anyone in the hackathon.
Awesome, Zahed. I will definitely be there and will probably be asking for your help. So thank you. And just real quick, what is the best place for people to reach you?
So the best way you can help now is the following the Post LinkedIn page. So I will share all these things to Cameron, and then you can probably share, or should I paste it here, or like send it to you?
You send it to me. I'm actually having a drafting message now.
Perfect. And reach out to me like in Telegram, or send me an email in Zahed@jutsu.ai. People who know me, like open book, so I'm here to help the community. So just reach out.
Awesome. Thank you. And that's pretty much all we got, guys. Just to recap, talked about AITP, going to drop this link here. Talked about the agent builder agents building agents, Fraction, we got InEar, and then Post.ai. So it's been a hell of a day. We will continue this next week. I'm actually really excited for next week. So there's a bunch of pretty big announcements coming out. And yeah, last but not least, if you are in the Bay Area and very interested in building actually useful agents, come through the Useful Agents Hackathon. It is brought to you by Electric Capital and SF Compute and NEAR AI. This is going to be a hell of an event. We already have about 250 or so hackers. There's a lot of other people who wanted to come. I said no, because they are not actually interested in building agents, which means you don't come to the hackathon. So yeah, this is what we're doing this weekend. It's going to be a weekend full of shipping, and we'll update everyone on how it goes early next week. So thank you all for tuning in. To stay updated, just follow NEAR AI on Twitter and NEAR Week. Shout out to you guys for making this happen every week. We are excited to continuously do these things. So we will all stay in touch and see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to NEAR Week.